Newcastle's defence was very good last year. May on to Twal. Twal with the offload. Luai, there's a chance here. It comes out for Dewey. Now it's on to Skelton! And Skelton scores! Tigers are off and running! What a start for the home side! Oh boy! Tigers in after 6 minutes.
Look at the Tigers fans and the players erupt, scoring first here this afternoon. And I like the work from Lachie Galvin, moving around different parts of the field. He plays the ball, and if you give Jerome Luai second phase play with time and space, I thought he was going to kick, but he promotes the ball to the outside, and Skelton, way too powerful in the far corner.
Yeah, Harvey Norton replay there. Just watch Jerome Luai being all over the shop straight away. Just holds up the pass. His pass selection was excellent. Got it on the outside, and Skelton scores the first try. You're not going to stop him that close.
How do the Tigers finish this set? 2 more plays left. Luai goes to Galvin. Out the back, Buller straightens things up nicely, and Taruva off the right scores the first points for the Tigers.
Leave it.
Yeah, nice play. Beautiful play, firstly by the captain, Jerome Luai. Watch how straight he plays in the line, but then the look in to play out. Just watch the outside defence. Isuzu Dimax replay. Goes the line, half to 5'8" to fullback. It's the name of the game. Get in field position and let your best and creative players play together. He hasn't had a rest, Terrell May, has he?
No. Galvin cuts one out. Toa again. Oh, what a run! Stop for Toa! And the referee says it's all good. Momentum gets him there for the second try in that corner.
Yeah, it was a beautiful pass by Lachie Galvin. Now look at Toa's legs. And just have a look and see if his legs stay in the field of play when he places the ball down. He was sliding. A beautiful tackle by Yongi. But it all started with the pass by Galvin. He saw the space. Isuzu D-Max replay. Here it is here. Just rips it left to right and gets his centre into some space. He showed some speed. Oh, it's just his knee. He's going to have a look at his knee here and the time where he places the ball. This front-on angle should show it.
Belinda Sharp said all good, the touchy on this side. And, I reckon he's okay.
I think he's okay. Yeah.
Gets around Kaltonga comfortably. What a return this is. Jareen Buller has support now. Dewey on the outside. They want to kick back inboard, and Dewey provides it. For Galvin, they're queuing up here. How's the bounce? Sits up beautifully. Oh, the Tigers! They are on! One of the tries of the year. It starts with Buller and finishes with Galvin.
Yeah, first game of the year for Dream Buller. And he started this movement. They've gone coast to coast. He catches the ball close to his try line. And he's thinking attack straight away. And fullbacks like this, you've got to give them a straight line. Isuzu D-Max replay. You see how staggered that line is. And Dream Buller, can't he move? And finds Adam Dewey, and they're all lining up. Kick it to me, kick it to me. Lachie Galvin, he gets a beautiful bounce, and he's under the sticks. And they go back to back, the Tigers.
It is the last, tries to invent something, and it might just work out here. Bird, a diving Yongi, and a second kick from Galvin to space. How's the bounce? Skelton goes under his man and scores! What an extraordinary try! The Tigers are on fire at Copper.
Yeah, sometimes it's better to let the kicker kick. When you've got players like Jerome Luai, Lachie Galvin, they're very instinctive. And when you get them in this sort of mood, Isuzu D-Max replay, they just find the space well. Finds the space in between, behind the line, and just look at all the Tigers there. Yongi, he was courageous. He got his body in there. And then Galvin, he found the space again. Skelton, he picks up the ball and he dives over.
Brown on the ground. Have a look at his effort here. Watch
Some more numbers from Emma Lawrence.
The official crowd today, 18,362, and I've got to say, Dream Bullers through.
And finds Taruva for the corner. He's over again, Sania Taruva. Stand by for the celebration. The Tigers are roaring.
Yeah, the shift off the scrum, I got to say, it was poor defence. Really poor defence. The play actually broke down. I think one of the players missed their assignment with Galvin. Isuzu D-Max replay. Galvin will get the ball. Look, someone's in front of him, and there's nothing doing. Just hits Buller on the outside. He finds a pass on the outside, and he's a finisher, Taruva. But really poor defence from the Eels.
For tickets, head to Sydney2025.com. Galvin now. Buller already creative out here. Fainu through. Taruva hunting a hat-trick, and he'll score it. Execution down the right-hand side has been elite. The claw has come out again.
Oh, the claw. The claw. There it is again. They come to the right side. Players in motion. Nothing really doing. I gotta say, that's horrible defence. Isuzu D-Max replay. And then Taruva goes over in the corner. You get a feeling he's going to score a stack this year. But watch this defence, Bill.
Well, they just drift across field. You watch Buller drift across field. Penasini goes in. Russell.
Tigers closing in. Coruscant to Luai. Luai showing and giving it to Buller. On it goes. Taruva is over. The big names of the Tigers combine, and Taruva picking up from where he left off against the Eels. That's a terrific hit back from the Tigers.
Yes, and exactly what the Tigers needed, wasn't it, Dan? They needed to hit back quickly after the error from Kafusi from the kickoff, and they made them pay. Sharp work again down the right edge of the Tigers, and the big players involved here all the way. That's a great run here. He straightened the defence up. Certainly, Lockie Galvin got a quick play the ball, which automatically put the Dolphins' defence under pressure. And you can see here, fanned out to the right side. And Luai, that's the play there that halts the Dolphins' defence. And it's catch and pass. And Taruva finishes off in the corner. Wow, he's scoring some tries. He got 3 last week, Dan.
He sure did.
Good finish too, Farnworth coming across. Look, watch this work here from Luai. Just holds the red clip.
Involved. Boy, he can make some tackles, right? Stone. Bird. Close. Plath all over him. Last. De Silva goes for it and gets there. Talon De Silva has scored the try. And just like last week, his injection has changed the momentum of the contest.
Well, he's not a real big fella, but he's very quick out of dummy half and picked his moment there beautifully. Quick play the ball. It was. And the space opened up just behind the ruck of the Dolphins, and he pushes through and gets the ball down. That's a terrific effort there from the young hooker. Not long on the field either, Dan. Only been on there for 2 or 3 minutes.
This is roughly when the game really turned last week down at Combank. Bird is the 16. Luai now for Coruscant. Coruscant to Galvin. The floating pass. They've got numbers. Toller, early ball. Taruva got it down. Taruva is in. Sania Taruva. He gets his second. He gets his 5th in the last fortnight. And the Tigers are a good kick away from levelling this game.
Well, you could feel some change in the game. Too many errors and just inviting the Tigers into their territory from the Dolphins. And as we saw last week against the Eels, the Tigers can score points. Their key men involved. Coruscant holds the defence up. That's a magic pass over the top from Lockie Galvin, and Taruva, he just knows how to score tries. What a great finisher he is for the Tigers. Beautiful work on the inside, and the young man, he saw the space on the edge again. Taruva, calm as you like, held onto the football and gets it down for try number 2 today for him.
There's been many a Tigers game in the past, Kev, where this
Coruscant likes something on the right. He sees 12. Last tackle. Again, they go to the short side. Crash play. Safer got over. And he's claiming it.
Gone, Dan.
Tigers in front. Tigers have hit the front. And Appy Coruscant. He knew there was something brewing on the short side. That's experience. And Safer puts the West Tigers up.
Well, Appy Coruscant there, he chose to go right. They wanted the ball on the left. Luai wanted the ball on the left. But he used his experience and knowledge close to the line. He knows what Safarth can do close to the line. Let's have a look at this here. Shapes the kick. A little bit of
Mays in the middle. Well, Luai was back. Coruscant goes himself, goes to the line and scores the game-clinching try. Appy Coruscant has taken over this contest and the Tigers knocking on the door of a second straight victory.
That is a sensational play from Coruscant. Everyone, including me and you, Dan, were waiting for the field goal. Coruscant knew. He took the chance. He took the option to run the ball on last tackle. Well, it wasn't last tackle. It was tackle 3 or 4, whatever it was. Luai's in shape. He's in shape. Bang! Away you go. You know how smart that is from Appy Coruscant, because Tabuai Fado was in the tackle at mark. He spotted that. He knew there was no fullback. He just had to get through the first line of defence, and through he goes. That is a magnificent play from the Tigers captain. We had him on Fox a couple of weeks ago, and I thought, he's a cool character, this bloke. And that's coolness to me, Dan.
18 all, and he just takes over.
Well, that's 2 tries now that he scores one.
Warriors testing the referee's patience here. And on top of the line, Coruscant. Inside for Boy. There's another set restart. He crashes through. It's for Nua Bolle. In game number 60 of his NRL career, it's Luai flying in over the top in celebration. The home side has hit back.
Well, all the raps have been going to Terrell May, and obviously he's had a great start to the season, but this bloke, unsung hero, Bolle, back on the inside here, built low to the ground, some nice footwork, pushes away. Aaron Clark can't come up with the tackle. Just a deception there at the ruck again. Had a lot to do. That's Fisher Harris he pushes away from there. That's not an easy thing to do. Well done. Scores straight through the middle. And the Tigers hit back.
Now they have the penalty for the markers not being... 3 tackles gone, make it 4 at the 40 as Galvin holds it up. Safer into space. Galvin on the inside. Outside was Stafford Toa. He'll run away and score. Against the run of play, some counter-attack by the Tigers, and Toa gives them a chance to level up at half-time.
Well, it's Lachlan Galvin.
Desperate to take him to ground to slow things down. They did that legally, and now Coruscant comes to Fa'inu. Luai for Galvin. Rubbers, a real chance. Fa'atape converts it. Lovely kick on this greasy surface. The waiting was beautiful. And Solomona Fa'atape doesn't waste the chance.
Well, he's beaten everything, hasn't he, Lachie Galvin, to keep him in the game, the Tigers. Try set up just before half-time, and this time, a beautiful touch, little grubber. They get the try, the Tigers, get themselves back in on the back of a penalty. They were under the pump down the other end, and a couple of sets that the Warriors had against them. They got the ball back, won the penalty, got down the other end, and Galvin with a beautiful touch. Fa'atape goes over.
Go to the right-hand side. Coruscant to Galvin. Oh, that was a flat pass. No better than that. So they punch it in just outside the 10. And they play it through Bolle. Comes through Latu Fa'inu, who sees a huge hole. There he is. The fill-in man, the utility tonight. And he sees a massive gap and uses his speed to go straight through it. The Tigers go back to back.
Well, just have a look how loose they are. Just invited him to run there through the middle of the ruck. It was a good run from May just a little bit earlier. Just have a look how wide their defenders are. And that's just the invitation. They didn't chase properly from marker. The Tigers go back to back. They won't go away. Great anticipation there to score that try. Saw the opening and takes it straight away. Loose defence.
No need to take a risk. Tackle number 1. Coolers rushed up here. Galvin puts in the kick. And Lalii got it! The teenager scores! Luke Lalii, the youngest player in the NRL, has got a try. His third as an NRL player. Galvin saw the rushing defender and has taken advantage. And that's a big moment for the Tigers.
Well, 2-set restarts, and it takes a lot of courage to kick the ball on play one, but that's exactly what Lachie Galvin has done. Realised that there was space on the outside for Lalii as Cobbo comes up and in, and Lachie Galvin just holds the ball long enough to get both him and...
Oh, there's a chancey one, but Buller's in the clear. He shook off Gajewski. He burned Pate. He's got Walsh in front of him. Early ball, Taruba. Taruba scores! Tigers on the board again. A surprise dropout, then a surprise play as Sydney Taruba saves a try up one end, scores moments later up the other.
Well, the Broncos almost catch the Tigers short with a long dropout that went very close to that right touch line. The Tigers were slow to react, had to sprint back, almost turning the ball over, but Dewey gets the ball, throws it back on the inside. Terrell May looked like it was flat. It was flat. I don't think it was forward, but then the...
Patient set so far. The Silva. Vainu's double pump. Bird chiming in. Buller as well. Tyler, look at it open up, and Tyler cruises over the line. And the Tigers are turning it on here. A third straight try.
And it's been the short kicking game that has continued and kept the pressure on the Broncos. They've scored a try off the short kick that has been perfected mid-set. This time they get a repeat set or a forced dropout that ends up with a mistake from the Broncos. Another set that they have to defend their own line, and they just can't do it. The Broncos, after a nice ball there from Jahream Buller, gets Stafford Toa on the outside of Shibasaki and just is too quick for him. Jack Bird does his job, as does Jahream Buller, and Jesse Arthur's backpedaling. He's got...
Really delayed that pass. Galvin didn't like what he saw. Back in field to a flat-footed Sione Fainu. Oh, Sione Fainu straight through and scores! Sione Fainu through some feeble Broncos defence, and that is exactly what the Tigers needed.
Well, touched very little football in this second half, but they get some field position via a repeat set. The dropout went the Tigers' way, and then midway through the set, they're searching for some space, but they give it to Fainu, and he just charges over the top of a couple of defenders, one of them being Gojewski. But that is fantastic stuff. Sione Fainu scoring a try against the run of play. Unexpected. Well, in the situation that he was still 12 metres out from the try line. And
Buller with footwork. Desperate stuff, Jaden Hutt. Dewey wants it short side. Gets it. The lovely pass. Topples in for a double. Adam Dewey was all over that set. And the Tigers, it's too little too late, but they get yet another try. That'll be their fifth.
Yeah, great involvement there from Adam Dewey. And a bat from the open side, swung down that short side. Brilliant pass too. Regulation pass wasn't going to...
Eating up the metres again this afternoon is Terrell May. Galvin, Buller, good hands, Taruba down the wing, he's over to score! The Tigers have opened them up out wide. They took it through the hands on tackle 5.
They're rolling the dice on the last play.
And you, Freddie.
We're going to have to contend with the new West Tigers Bruise brothers, Royce Hunt and Jack Bird.
Stafford Toa punching into the clear. It looked like there was a little bit of inevitability about that. After almost 3 sets in succession, the Tigers have gone over to get a second try.
Well, the Tigers load up their right side of the scrum. They have 4 attackers, and the Knights stay with 3 defenders. Look, Isuzu D-Max replay. They don't get out quick enough from the scrum, and that is just so poor. They didn't number up, and if they didn't number up, someone from the inside of the scrum had to be flying out to put pressure on Galvin.
Buller kicking in behind. How good's that? Jareem Buller. Sublime skill. Oh, he's a talent.
Yeah, he's pretty much playing like a 5'8" on that right-hand side of the field, just parked over there. And when he wants the ball and sees an opportunity, and he's got these type of skills in his kit bag, Jareem Buller, and just spots space in behind. Isuzu D-Max replay. Callum Ponga's on the other side of the field, so he says, well, I'm going to kick it to the space. That's the instinct in him.
Near impossible.
Luai for Dewey. Dear, oh dear. The Knights have simply made it impossible for themselves today, and the Tigers have run in a fourth try.
Yeah, they're playing down the right end of the field, the Tigers. Adam Dewey, he picks up the 4-pointer and takes it out to 20 points to 0.
Centrefield with May. Ole, a step. He's 5 from the line. That's the 4th. It's good enough from Parramatta, though. Coruscant and May, that's not good enough. Coruscant opens a little corridor for Terrell May to plunge over. And literally, that just plunge over to score.
Yeah, great direct running there from Terrell May. It was always going to be a massive challenge for the Tigers to continually hold them out. May just running onto a pass from Abdi
Coruscant, infield, Bird, May, Luai, overlap, left side, Buller, Naden takes them on, offloaded off his knees, play on for Buller. I haven't got a drama with the pass. The Tigers look certain to score in the first instance, got there at second attempt. They've absolutely dialed it up here.
Yeah, that's the improve of the Tigers attack in 2025. They went to the right-hand side with big sweeping play. Adam Dewey almost carved them up. And then with one shift all the way back to the other side, Jerome Luai, Jareem Buller, good tackle here from Parramatta, but the offload was special from Brent Naden to get Jareem Buller to score their second.
The acceleration of Jareem Buller, it was a great tackle. It was a try saver, I thought, from Bailey Simonson, but the acceleration there from Jareem Buller. By the time that the Parramatta Eels defence realised who had the ball and what was happening, it was too late.
Held by Tuolagi. Still with the Tigers. Last tackle, Luai, kick through, chases aplenty, back they go, Seyfarth has scored for the West Tigers! Parramatta just looked at it, and Alex Seyfarth scores the 4-pointer.
Josh Adokar just did not know how to treat that one. Does he let it run dead and risk the try of the 7 tackle set? In the end, he left it too long, and Alex Seyfarth never gave up on it. Stafford Toa flips the ball there to Jareem Buller, who just well, beautifully moves inside. Josh Adokar takes the tackle on the last play.
They lose their dummy half. Seyfarth's pass will want to be good. Goes high. Dewey, May, Luai, kick again! Kick through again! The Tigers are there front! And he got there! Laulali'i put out the selfie stick arm to get it down. It was way out of his reach. It was getting away from him. And a Luai kick produces another try.
With your team on the canvas, backs against the wall, Jerome Luai hasn't run the football, but he's laid on 2 try assists for 2 kicks.
Oh, how did he get there? How did he get there? That ball was leaving him. It didn't want to have anything to do with him. It was going.
Incredible constitution for a big man in the middle of the field. Played quickly by Twal. Galvin steaming onto it. Ball around the corner. Sam Weatherford, he knew he's gone over. And Galvin's late on the first one.
Oh, look at the Tigers fans in the grandstand here. They're standing and applauding the young 5'8" Galvin. Look at that celebration with Jerome Luai. Isuzu MUX replay. He sees space, just gets straight into it and offloads through the line to his back rower. This will show it perfectly. You'll see the space, take on Hines, and Gets the ball through. Ramian defending under the ball. Nice start, ready. Nice start.
Well, people talk about the spine of a football team on the Yui fan cam.
Luai, Galvin, Stafford Toa with a minute away and a fend on Harani and Taruba scampers down the sideline to get try number 2. It's his 8th of the year.
Stafford Toa, he's powerful. He's got the right arm flick, the left hand fend. Wasn't much doing here. Isuzu MUX replay, gets the ball, not much doing, but what's the acceleration? Fend, flick, the Gidley flick. They found the final pass then, the Tigers.
Galvin. It lands in no man's land. Anyone interested? The Tigers to pick it up. The silver toes in the hand. It's a Tiger try. The Sharks weren't interested in catching the ball.
Got off his legs.
And Tallender Silver's been out there for a minute and got himself on the try scorer's sheet.
Well, both teams just stood around looking at each other, going, who's going to catch it? Gets up in the breeze, Galvin. It lands. Someone's got to try to catch it. Isuzu MUX replay. Look at this angle to show it. They stand. And look at the wiring side. Look at the Sharks players just standing there. No one chased. Ball will go, hit the ground. Nico Hines. Kennedy.
With Couchman, Coruscant to Luai, across field, out the back. Galvin! Brilliant to Staines. If you blink, you have just missed the work of Lockie Galvin. The Tigers strike straight back.
That was special play from Lockie Galvin. The tip on, it's a risky play, and we see it so often go wrong when the player barely touches the ball but just shuffles it out. Luai does his roll in the middle, and then just a beautiful little tip on there from Lockie Galvin out to Charlie Staines, who's come into the side. No Stafford Toa.
Now back towards the posts. Luai, right side, Buller with it. Right up to the line, safe up. Here he is! Taruba! Oh! Sania Taruba! Has turned into Patrick Mahomes to throw it into the crowd. And this is a cry fest. Tigers and Dragons.
And again, well, this story repeats itself. The Dragons making an error off the back of their 4-pointer, which got them in the lead and got them back the lead. They make an error and give the Tigers field position, and the Tigers make it count. Great play there from Seafarth to Buller to Tito Taruva.
Out for Luai, the kick, he waited very late. Chases outside, Dewey got it back. Play on the call, then it's for Staines, and he gets straight through the tackle. Now they will have to check onside off the kick. The last tackle misses a bad one. And the Tigers, for the moment, have scored in the corner.
Well, they have scored again, the Tigers. Beautiful try. Staines getting a double here tonight. I thought he was going to run out of room, but it was the kick here, wasn't it, from Luai. He put it up nice and high, allowing the chasers to get through. They catch it, tap it back, and then Staines does well here to beat the tackle of Sloan, I think it was, in the corner, to put the ball down. That's try number 2 on that left-hand side for the Tigers.
Great play by Dewey, just pops it back there to Fainu, who unloads to...
Like no other front rower in the game. Coruscant, Luai, last tackle, left foot kick, oh, Fainu copped the check and still got there. The Tigers have got another one. The Tigers are playing some magnificent footy, some confident rugby league.
Jerome Luai he's been doing his job for the Tigers. He hasn't been on fire, but his kicking game against the Eels, he came up with a couple of try assists off the boot, and just rolls that one in beautifully for his back rower. Here's the run of Tyrell May. Throwing dummies, bouncing off Dragons' defence.
Or do they?
No!
Someone lost the ball! It's play on! And the Tigers are home! Oh, that is such a blow for the Dragons! Sewer loses the ball over the line. Buller runs 105 metres. My goodness, the game can be so cruel.
what an amazing turnaround that is. The Dragons, Kyle Flanagan's long ball was an absolute beauty, and it was good enough to create a try. Jaden Sewer, diving over the line, has lost the ball. He's lost the ball cold. I don't even think, was there a Tiger tackling him?
There was no one near him, Brandy.
The Tigers are shifting around to the left. Luai's with the ball. They're going to run it. Here's Galvin. Now Buller. That's their big three. Out to Dewey. Kick through. Staines and Dewey picks it up. Bang go the Tigers. They moved late. Their big guns all got involved. And the result is a try.
Haven't spent nearly as much time in the attacking zone as the Dragons in this second half, and they make it count with a clever little kick there from Adam Dewey.
Play on for the Tigers. Play here. Coruscant out of nothing runs towards Mitchell, looking for support. He stepped Latrell. Out big Coruscant drags the Tigers out of the mire. Back end of the set. Up against the sideline, 70 metres away. He's done what Jacob Little did for the Dragons.
Their set was about to come to a screaming halt as Campbell Graham dragged Adam Dewey towards the sideline. There was nothing on. And then all of a sudden, Appy Coruscant, who is the heartbeat of this side, where nothing's going, he can drag them out of a deep hole, Appy Coruscant. And no one there around him, feigned a kick, and beats Mitchell. All ends up with footwork, and he's absolutely brilliant from Appy Coruscant. One of the great individual moments of the weekend, and he gets the West.
Steps twice again off the left foot. He's done that a lot throughout his career. Well handled. Coruscant stepping. It is all Appy Coruscant. He scored both of their tries and is dragging them back into the game almost single-handedly.
Yeah, absolutely brilliant. Appy Coruscant started with him off the offload from Terrell May, sliced his way through, and again the footwork. There's May. LeBlanc called out, just hesitated. That opened the space, and as he goes through,
finding Luai, crafty pass Coruscant, can't get boot the ball, so he passes. Seyfarth on, Sukar keeps it going. To'a away from Laban. To'a goes for the line, and he got there. Stafford To'a with a try. Oh boy, they needed that. And that is a great try from the West Tigers, and To'a wasn't rewarded earlier after a terrific run. He gets a try here.
And it all starts with Luai up the short side too. The ball movement there from the Tigers was excellent. Shifted the ball straight away down that short side and then back out to the right. To'a gets the try. Had plenty to do once he got the football. Little bit of football.
Bit of extra on that as well to slow it down. Bird for Luai. Luai crabbing. Oh, and then a loose pass. Now this time it comes away for Buller. It's 6 more tackles. And now it's a try. It's a try for To'a. Well, that was a dog's breakfast with 4 points at the end of it.
Yeah, it looked like they just hesitated when the ball was on the ground. To'a plays on, scores a try. Still had plenty to do here. He's had some strong runs in this game, especially in the first half. Just did it the hard way here. Luai just coming off that left foot, coming back in further. It was a poor pass. Desperation to dive on the ball. Then had to do it all on his own.
Well, they're the sort of passes that the Cowboys... Bateman, almost perfect from the Tigers. Comes out to Bird. Plenty of Cowboys out there, though. They've retreated well. Bird cutting back infield. New set begins. Mason is over! Oh, the Tigers! They've turned the switch on. That's a fantastic try from start to finish.
Yeah, well, that's a style of play that they should be playing too. Shifting the ball from the kickoff straight away. Firstly, it was Heath Mason that went straight through. They all linked up. The quick tackle there. Look at that beautiful play. Straight through the middle.
Let's let that one go. Bird trying to muscle his way through. Edwards again up to the task. McLean there as well. Coruscant for Luai. Luai, chance, big chance. Staines is in. What is going on? The Tigers are roaring back. That's what? 3 tries in 5 minutes.
Well, they're just playing that up-tempo game now. They've dropped off the Cowboys in defence, but the Tigers, ball's got to go to hand. Beautiful passing here from the Tigers. Here's the mistake. They get the football back in the last 5 minutes.
20-metre line. Strong run so far. Cowboys are on the ropes, but they're up by 8. Luai on for Buller. Buller straight through. Jerry Buller is in, and the dream is still alive for the West Tigers.
Well, again, it's a deception there of Luai with his ball skills. But Buller had plenty to do there. Exploded onto the ball. They just laid off Luai here. The second man play, moves into that 5/8 position, a little bit of footwork. And Buller had it all to do. What a try. Been involved. Look at the fend there from Buller. Can't make the tackle. Buller in.
Well, now the Tigers.
Good defence, Kenny and Smith. Leota there also. He stands in the tackle. We'll play it 4 away from the line. Coruscant. Now, lovely kick. Here comes Toa. Got it. Tigers hit back. Brilliant play from Jerome Luai.
Beautiful play. That's class. Gets across field, showing the ball, brings the outside defenders up, and then manufactures a right foot kick. He's a left foot kicker. Isuzu MUX replay. Gets across, brings the defence up, finds the space with the right foot kick. Beautiful touch, and had plenty to say coming back. Just watch this. Look at that.
Coruscant. May. Luai. Mason. Toa out wide. Taruva. Taruva's in the corner. The Tigers are in front. And the ex-Panther likes that one.
Yeah, nice catch and pass here. In particular, just watch a catch and pass here from Terrell May. When the front rower gets the ball, the outside defence for Panthers just stop. Isuzu MUX replay. Look, they just stop through the hands, and Taruva's over in the corner.
It's a growing trend in the game when they're moving the ball, not to keep doing a second man play off every pass. You see a lot of second man plays in the attacking structure. You need something good to happen here.
Fainu to Luai. Luai, lovely pass. Dewey out to Skelton. There it is. Game on. Joel Skelton like that one. Here come the Tigers.
Great sleight of hand. Jerome Luai, great sleight of hand. Didn't go for the lotto ball. Isuzu MUX replay.
Halfway through the set. They're knocking on the door again. Latu Fainu to Luai, kicking for Seyfarth. That'll be the try that the Tigers needed. Alex Seyfarth scores. They're on the board. Game on.
Well, we saw Origin night, Wednesday night. He laid on 2 on that left side, his favourite left side with left foot grubbers, this time showing his class. Jerome Luai, Harvey Norman replay. 2 passes wide, brings the outside defence up. This time with his right boot. Beautiful touch off the instep. Watch this. That's class. They can get 1, they can get 2 and 3 quickly.
He passes it to the middle bloke inside.
Now Luai, Seyfarth, Fainu, come on Toa for the corner, Stuff and Toa. Here come the Tigers.
Tiger, Tiger, Tiger. Here they come. The Campbelltown crowd's up now.
Lovely play. See, they bombed it down the left-hand side. He had 2 fast blokes on the outsides. We turned it back inside to Alex Twal. No offence to Alex Twal, but that wasn't the time to get the ball. The Harvey Norman replay.
Could have been a set restart there. They've said milking. So Tigers with Coruscant. Dewey in a playmaking roll. And Seyfarth. Well, Dewey lobbed up in the middle of the field and threw a peach of a pass. And the Tigers have their first try.
This is great work from the Tigers and Adam Dewey. They surprised me, and they've surprised Tom Trbojevic. Dewey at first receiver, watched Tom Trbojevic have eyes for Mason, just comes straight out and allows the run there for Seyfarth to go straight through. Cherry Evans held up on the first runner. Tom Trbojevic disconnected and goes out, and that's exactly where Seyfarth runs through. I didn't see that coming.
No.
Great play, Tigers.
Well, if you didn't see it, we've got no hope, the rest of us. And here he is, Adam Dewey pops up in the middle of the field, and watch Paul. Still short of the line. Talon De Silva had a crack at the first half. He'll have a crack now and score. So Talon De Silva gets a 4-pointer for the Tigers. A few weeks ago there, Lockie Galvin played his last game for the club and almost scored a bomb try. And now Talon De Silva scores for the Tigers. Will it be his last game?
And he made an error a couple of minutes earlier where he got out and tried to slow play. This time there was...
Playing strongly. He's on the front foot. The Tigers 5-8 for the day. Short side, beautifully done. Charlie Staines. Oh, the Roosters are caught napping. Try July is alive and well for the Tigers. And Charlie Staines ends up as the first try scorer for the day.
Absolutely stunning work out of dummy half on the final play. Gee, you thought this was ambitious from Toa. They're going down. There are plenty of Roosters defenders there. And it was the attraction of being able to get Daniel Tupou to come in and leave.
So now the Roosters from halfway. Smith. Oh, this time Savala's dropped it. And Lotto Faeno is on his way. All the way for the Tigers. Down the hay. Diddle for the Tigers' second try.
Boy, it's been a hot start from Latu Fainu. And Benji Marshall said, after starting last week against the Seagulls, he faced some challenges and he was looking forward to the response from his halfback. Savala just comes up with an unforced error and he swooped the Tigers half, showing great speed to get away from Tedesco. Streaked into the backfield. And Latu Fainu, a real hot prospect for the Tigers, scores an important try here at Allianz this afternoon.
Doing a bit of dancing. And the Roosters will bring him to ground eventually. 4 tackles, just a couple of metres away. Hope they're going to try the crash play. Sione is knocked down. Sione Fainu has twisted his way over. The Roosters defence soft. The Tigers fans rejoice. What a start to this game.
Well, it's a Fainu-a-thon. They are running right here. Latu's having a ball on the left edge in this opening half. And now Hope out of dummy half. Just a no-look pass for Sione, who's come onto the field. And he just muscles his way.
On the mark, Terrell, on the mark.
Hope left side this time. Throws a nice pass off the deck. Hope. Dewey ball. Oh, Tigers. Adam Dewey for Sewela Fainu. Don't worry about the Roosters getting back on their roll. The Tigers have gone back to the way they started the game.
Boy, we spoke about just the damage that the Fainus did in the opening half. Watch the work here from Latu Fainu. We'll get to Samuela and just how damaging he is on this left edge. But it's Latu and Samuela doing the damage. Watch this, just like Katoa at the Dolphins, the tempo, the deception, the look in to play out. And the work that did on Ielu just completely collapsed the line. Isolated Savala. Just watch this front on. This is brilliant, the vision, the Fox Loop.
Tigers would love nothing more than to start this game with the try, put the Warriors right back on their heels at the start of this clash. Here's Luai. Nice hands, and they're going to do exactly that. Jarrell Skelton is in to score. Dream start for the visitors. 4-0.
Well, the Warriors are yet to touch the ball. I'll tell you what, they started off with a very good defensive set. 3 tackles off their line, really driving them back defensively, but it was all Tigers here. Look at that little bit of pass right to left, and look at that, Jerome Skelton in the corner. You knew.
Outside, still 2.
Latu.
Outside,
Fainu, nice. Tui, he's there. Has he forced it though? That's the question he has, says Jared Sutton. Now, well, that's a stunning display of strength there from Adam Dewey.
Well, we saw down the other end, sustained pressure. We know fatigue is hard, but when you've got multiple sets against you, it just really does get the best of you. Look at this Tigers work. They were knocking on the door. They refused to go away until they got through. Banged the door down. In fact, some nice hands there. Adam Dewey did a bit to beat 3 defenders and take them over the line.
Dangerous runner.
Hold! Go, 1. Yeah, we're going with that 10. Yeah, going with that
Dewey.
10. Going with that
Dewey!
10.
Oh, brilliant.
Coming to 2.
Well, that's an easy try for Adam Dewey. Too easy. We haven't seen the Warriors' defence broken down like that too many times this season. And the Tigers back in this contest.
Far too easy indeed. Adam Dewey just straight through the middle, just splits the defence. You think that Tiger supporter will be having a smile on his face. We know the ability that he's got. Just shows back door. He just can't do that.
They took down Tristan Hope, who was in a running role in the middle of the field. He got hit with everything. From Twal, they come back to the left edge. Here's May to May. May he go all the way? He did. Taylor May, first game as a Tiger. He scores here to level things up at 4 apiece. Brother, oh brother.
Good start here. Welcome back to the NRL, Taylor May. And put it into the interchange of passing on the inside that created the space in the one-on-one. This was the lead-up work. Twal gets the ball, drifts across the field and throws it out the back. Beautiful length of pass there from Hope in the hands of his brother, Tyrell. Taylor jumps on the back of it. This is the play here, the big width pass there from Tristan Hope.
Deep on this left edge, Volley takes it forward here to play it right under the black dot. From Coruscant to Fa'inu, double block play. Luai, May, Skelton got it down. With only a metre to work in, he went to De Groot and got to the ground quickly, and that penalty comes back to haunt the Titans.
And the Tigers got the ball back after that obstruction call and the captain's challenge. One thing that makes this play is just watch the intensity of Skelton when he gets this ball one-on-one with De Groot with not much space to work in. He doesn't step off his left. He doesn't change directions. He just says to De Groot, try and stop me. And he's in the field of play and he gets that ball down.
Chopped down again, 10 metres out. Back to the left-hand side they go. Here is Fa'inu for Luai. Taylor May gives it to Skelton. Skelton goes in. We're locked up here in Tiger Town at 20 apiece. And after all the possession, they just had to find a way in.
Well, they eventually got the ball to the field position they needed to. They opened up the left-hand side. Dewey with the quick play of the ball. And once they got the overlap, Jerome Luai on the outside of Campbell just gave the opportunity for Skelton.
From Safer to stay on his feet as it comes from Coruscant. Dewey gets away from Kickout, almost beats Hughes as well, delivers to Buller, out to Skelton! Skelton plants it down! He scores for the Tigers, and against the run of play, they have first points here at Combank.
Well done, West Tigers. Their supporters are chanting and screaming because they have done a tremendous job to defend well and then score the first try here this afternoon. The Harvey Norman replay, it's Adam Dewey, moved to halfback by Benji Marshall. Viliami kick-out comes out of the line and Dewey being a bigger...
Dewey, Adam dummy half. He beat the chaser, still going through the Marty tackle. He's got Buller there with him. Flat pass called okay. Buller races away. The Tigers have another one. Is there a huge upset on the cards here today? What counter-attack? They almost go the length of the field as Dewey split them from dummy half.
It was from a kick return. Adam Dewey looking to just pass the ball. Bronson Cherry caught to the ruck. Viliami kick-out leans the wrong way. And I thought Adam Dewey almost butchered this. All he had to do was get the ball to Jareem Buller, arguably the fastest player on the field. And scores the second try here this afternoon, but Adam Dewey moved into the halfback position, wearing 13, has laid on 2 tries for his team.
It looked like, as you said, the timing just wasn't there between Dewey and Buller, and boy, that pass was a tight call, but the referee was right there with them. He could make a case that wasn't backwards out of the hands. Buller almost coasted up too close as far as the latitude, if you like, on the field. He got up there too flat on the outs. Up there by Burton. And they've got one more here. Dewey at first receiver. Coruscant goes to the short side. Grubbers for Skelton. Skelton slides in. Slip and slides his way to another try. 3 tries for the Tigers, and it is 14 points to 0.
And the Tigers players and fans are pumped up because their spine has run the football and threatened in the first half against the Dogs. This time, it's Api Coruscant. Fakes to the left-hand side, bounces back to the right. And in these tough conditions, that is a beautiful kick.
And the Tigers are off and running once again. Dewey, they won't get to him. Still going. Dewey goes coast to coast. And it is all the West Tigers. Against the run of play once again. 18 points to 0. Yes, 18-0. And the Tigers fans can scarcely believe it.
On the 5th play, Lachlan Galvin goes to run the ball, and Matt Burton just spills the football in the palm of Adam Dewey. I thought he had to find Naden on his outside, but he showed a clean pair of heels to outrun the Dogs' defence. And the pressure, the intensity, and the emotion the Tigers are playing with have the Dogs absolutely rattled here in the first half. Adam Dewey has been the best player on the field by a country mile. Just when his coach needed someone to stand up, Adam Dewey has delivered.
Well, it'll take a moment here and just catch our breath and see. They'll have one more here. They kill for a repeat set. They go short. Luai holds it up, gives it on the left-hand side. Fainu! Samuela Fainu scores the try that might seal it for the Tigers. What a piece of ball playing by Jerome Luai. The Bulldogs were thinking kick. He was thinking pass.
Right down the left-hand side, Lachlan Galvin late out of the tackle, doesn't get in the line, and that is the cue that Jerome Luai takes. 4 on 3, he shapes the kick, but I think it's a forward pass. The officials have missed it. Fainu goes through, and Jerome Luai takes it down the short side at the last minute, throws a little short pass.
Not on that occasion. Tavanga around the legs. Coruscant to Luai. Jig step like that. Almost away from Simpkin. Coruscant off a quick play. The ball May. Batted on. Adam Dewey. Man of the moment for the Tigers. He's got another one. Everything turned into gold for Adam Dewey these days.
Fourth line dropout gives the Tigers another go at the Manly try line, and a little bit of luck with the ball ricocheting off an offload, going into the hands of Adam Dewey, but on the spot, Jerome Luai, the jink, off the left foot, straightens, comes back through the ruck and almost opens them up. At a very quick play, the ball, they go at them again. Coruscant a little bit late to the party, and then just a push back there, finding Adam Dewey. That's good stuff from the Tigers. And you're right, Andrew. Even though they gave up that early try in the first set, Dewey ducks his head, throws himself into the
Does get held on the 5th a lot, Terrell May. You start to notice it a lot. Fainu, and then Toa, and now for the corner, Jerome Skelton, with Manly bodies all over him. He's a bit of a beast out of that right wing. He is such a rough diamond. Jerome Skelton, still a rookie in terms of games, developing into a very, very good finisher.
Yeah, just got on the outside of Lehigh Hopewadi, and that was, and Tolu Kola hit the ground. Hopewadi had to try and do it from behind. Oh, he's done a great job, because they arrive as he's putting that down. Trebojevic, Lehigh Hopewadi. Nice from Stafford Toa, just quick hands out to the winger. Luke Brooks also amongst the trio of Manly players that get there at the death, but Jerome Skelton with the yarn.
Toa goes down there. He's got a problem. Dewey for Luai. Tigers show outside. Coruscant very wide. May, Taruba, and He'll celebrate this. Tino Taruva for the West Tigers. He's gone from Steve Waugh to Tigers try scorer.
Yeah, ball movement from the Tigers has been good enough, but it still requires some footwork and the ability of Sania Taruva to beat some defence at the end of it. Stepped inside Tom Trbojevic, but what went from possibly a Manly try and squaring things up, they gave the penalty away courtesy of the double movement. Stafford Toa down the right side, they then shifted to the left, and Jerome Luai does a great job to engage those inside.
Manly have used, or in fact both teams have used all their interchange players now. May to Luai, what a pass, onto it at full speed and away. Taylor May, Tom Trbojevic was left standing. The Tigers fans are all up. One-way traffic
Well, I'll tell
for
you
the
what,
West Tigers.
He's been threatening, hasn't he? Tyron May, he goes straight through there. What a perfect pass. Just slow at the line, hit the ball at speed, and go straight through. He left Tom Trbojevic there just standing. A little bit of footwork. There's the ball at the line there. Just have a look at this, the speed.
See Samuel Fainu there, Blocker.
Yeah.
Just run on the inside there, and Tom, it left Tom with a decision to make. Does he go for Fainu, or look, angles back towards Taylor May, and then steps out of the road late? Tom was just left standing because he wasn't sure who to take. Now, whether it goes in the favour of Manly, whether they think that has had any obstruction issues on the fullback's decision, no, try confirmed. Taylor May scores the try.
Well, can you just break that down more? There is a player running in front of the man with the ball, and a fullback. It's not like it's certainly not your garden variety obstruction.
No,
but boy, it's a diversion.
But he's got another defender. He's got another attacker to think about.
Cowboys scored their first points when they got back-to-back sets. And the Tigers do the same here. Taylor May skips to the outside. He's such a good finisher, this guy. What a breakout season he's having in Tigers colours.
Yeah, wonderful individual brilliance here from May to get the ball and beat the winger as a jamming winger. Semi Valame, he was outnumbered. It was a 2-on-1 situation. Isuzu D-Max replay. They spread the ball wide. Nice pass there from dummy half. And just look at the evasion. Just skipped out to his left. Had to beat a tackle, a covering tackle from Tommy Dearden. But this will show up beautifully. A nice little fend and a step. Big and powerful and strong. Nice hit back by the Tigers.
Yeah, I reckon that's the side they'll be attacking. Semi Valame.
Allowed Valame to scramble.
Yeah, a bit of an illusion there.
All right, back to the short side. Quick hands. Taylor May has a double. He's so strong, not even Dearden could stop him.
Yeah, you get to play the ball near the sideline, and the outside backs, the wingers especially, can't help themselves. They chase infield. And if you want to come back to where they're from, that time was a two-man overlap. Isuzu D-Max replay. They chase hard from the inside. The outside backs have a two-man overlap. You're in that position. You're on the sideline, centre and winger. You just got to hold. You can't chase infield.
Yeah.
Have a look at him.
Drinkwater. Oh, so creative. Robson's having a nightmare. Couldn't hold on. And look at the counter-attack. Luai to Taylor May. Taruva looms. Flick pass. We're back to 2005. Taruva, can he accelerate? He's got support. Buller! Buller! Oh, the try is amazing!
Oh, that was as good as it gets. Look at Benji. He's got the poker face on. That was 2005 all over again. Flick passes. Oh, so
that's
good.
as good as it gets. That's as good as it gets. Isuzu D-Max replay. It's gone from one end to the other. From the Cowboys having an opportunity, a huge opportunity to score. And just look at this play by the Tigers. You see May there, he's just waiting for Taruva to loom up. Thought he was going to stay on the outside. He cut back in. And now look at the footwork. To the Cowboys' credit, they had so many players coming back on side. but there's too much class and skill by this young Tigers outfit. Oh, that's good. We thought we'd seen it all in the Golden Point Raiders Penrith game and the finish there, but what
Here they go again. Buller just glides through, looks inboard. Luai in game 150 was always going to get the footy, and he could celebrate the milestone with the 4-pointer. And his first try of the year is off the nudie.
Once again, going to the left side. The right side defence for the Cowboys has been poor today. Just watch Vialia. Isaiah D-Max replay, top of screen. Vialia, he comes flying in when there's no need. And Valame on the outside, left on his own. Look at Buller, that's poetry. Watch him. And Jerome Luai, he gets a try on his 150th.
Yeah, off the duck. And that's his first ever try for the West Tigers.
Here he is, enjoying this afternoon. Drinkwater has to go late. He let it bounce. Naden chases and comes up with it. Leichhardt goes nuts again.
What's Gus saying at home? What's he saying, Joey?
Let the ball bounce. You bring disappointment into your life.
Yeah. Now that was put high into the sky by Fainu. But it wasn't a floater, it wasn't even a spiral kick. Isuzu D-Max replay. It was just an up and under. Scotty Drinkwater, he comes forward. It sort of drifted away on him late, but he just pulled up on his run. And then the bounce, well, you have no idea where this football's going to bounce when you let it hit the turf. More times than not here at Leichhardt Oval, particularly on a Sunday afternoon.
Latu, the youngest, Sione, the oldest. Now it's Samuela Fainu charging onto it inside the Buller. Oh, that's stylish from the West Tigers. And that's a terrific hit back.
That left-hand side has been threatening. We're just talking about the defence of Jamal Fogarty and the fact he's been able to stop Buller, who's looked dangerous with the footy. But Jerome Luai going to the line, finding a little bit of space. And Samuela Fainu for the Harvey Norman replay finds Buller back on the inside to ice the bust. But Jerome Luai's been a danger tonight. That's a great run from Fainu. Samuela running into space. Jerome Luai feeding him, and Dream Buller on the back up down the inside. And they pay a price for the penalties and a bit of ill discipline from the Raiders, giving and gifting the Tigers some field position. Great ball play there. He's been up to the mark, but not.
This is helter-skelter here. Ad lib, out it goes Suka, getting it on, a one-on-one. Oh, Skelton is over, and out of nowhere, Skelton has scored the try. He has beaten Tamale. All ends up on a play where it looked dead and buried. The Tigers have conjured a try, and now Big Red and Luai go face-to-face.
Well, they ran into that many dead ends. You just thought things were going to get closed down by the Canberra defence, but they were able to keep the ball alive. Appy Coruscant, he's ducking best, throws one along the ground. They go back to the left. Jerome Luai, as he can do, light stepping back the other way, gets it out here to Suka, and then we've spoken about the Raiders and their ability to beat tackles, beat defenders. And most of the damage has been done on the left for the Tigers, but now down this right-hand side, and a one-on-one miss from Tamale on Jarrell Skelton, who put on a beautiful little piece of footwork and strength, the fend, as we watched Luai dance across a number of Canberra defenders, looking for...
Final play here, as close as they've been, with the high kick from Luai. It's going to come down 10 out, and Jerry Buller goes up, grabs it, and scores a terrific try. Week by week, Jerry Buller is getting better at mastering the art of following through on kicks. That's a brilliant catch.
What a talent he is, Jerome Buller. Now, what a mover, and the athletic ability of Jerome Buller. Just looking at the movement, and Macassini with the ball, get themselves into a position after they Went down that left side. Jerome Luai throws the ball up in the air. Keanu Kinney's not a big fullback, but Jahream Buller, fantastic in the contest. And then just the movements that he put on there after taking the ball just showed.
Trial the decoy. Seyfarth passes Latu Fainu. Here's Samuel Fainu. Out it goes! Try on debut! Hamasi Makasini! The 18-year-old is an NRL try scorer. And it only took 13.5 minutes. Oh, look at these scenes.
Hugely exciting there for Hamasi Makasini, scoring on debut. We're only 14 minutes into the game. Jerome Luai through the pass to Makasini. Very exciting for the 18-year-old, still at school. And watch it unfold. Harvey Norman replay, great ball there to Sam Weller, and then through a couple of sets of hands out to Makasini to score the Tigers' second try, and it was the Fainu brothers combining last two.
Fodawaker and Randall combine. Only midway through the tackle count, Royce Hart barrels his way to the line, but it's come out. Well, no, it hasn't. He's held on to it. Although, hang on, no, the ref wants to look. He's seen something that's unusual.
Just confirm he's short, and he actually maintains possession.
Wow. Well, he must have hands like buckets, because that looked like it was out for sure.
Yeah, it looked like it was just sitting on the ground with no hand around it, but he either regathered it very quickly. He's not going to be up. He won't get to the line, but it's whether he's maintained possession. Hands still on it.
And that'll get the Tigers to their last tackle. To'o in a dummy half. Latu Fainu, little poke. Oh, Samuel Fainu, inside pass, he's got two! Royce Hunt, 2 tries in a couple of minutes. Well, he's only scored 8 tries in his career coming into this game. He's got 10 now.
Well, Fainu brothers continue their good form. Sam Weller, again, been involved in something good that the West Tigers have been able to produce, and he gets up above everyone. In fact, I don't know if anyone else competed for the ball. The little chip from his brother, Latu. Jaden Campbell sort of had a go, but Sam Weller just put his body in a great position to take that footy and then just basketball pass it back to the man.
So now the Tigers. What have they got here? They've got Latu Fainu.
Oh, beat the rushing defence and slices through. Latu Fainu, his 5th first-grade try. Tigers now starting to pile it on.
Well, they have been standouts, haven't they? The Fainu brothers, Latu on that right side, his brother Sam Weller out on the left, and he hasn't been just sticking to the right, Latu. He's been all over the field, and he's done some great things, and a bit of footwork there to beat Kieran Foran, who rushed quick. Then the inside defence just couldn't cover and couldn't match the speed of Latu. And the front rower, Regan Campbell-Gillard, just done for speed. And